Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is about the preview of A Business Proposal episode 1. This rom-com is based on a webtoon called The Office Blind Date. So, the first episode of Business Proposal begins with a hotshot new president of GoFood walking confidently through the airport. Kangtemo has been working overseas for his grandfather's company but flies back to Korea to take over as president. Temu is meant to give an inaugural address to company employees. He sends in his place his chief secretary, Cha Sang-ho. This upsets his grandfather, Chairman Kang Da-ku. GoFood researcher Shin Hari finds Temu's absence at the meeting amusing. It's a birthday and she receives a message from her crush, Lim Min-woo, about meeting her at his restaurant that night. Her best friend, Jin Young-se, convinces her that Min-woo is going to ask her out, but Harry's hopes are crushed when he gives her concert tickets and says that she could take a man with her. Daku goes to his grandson's house to inform him of a special project he has for him. He wants to see Temu with a wife, so he arranged 20 blind dates for him with women from the allied business world. Temu immediately rejects the idea. However, Daku convinces him by faking poor health and conceding to Temu's wish to fire employee Mr. Park. That night at her family's restaurant, Harry and the neighboring store owner get into an altercation. She accidentally injures him and breaks his store sign. Now she has to come up with a large sum to cover the damages. The next day, Harry gets lunch with Young-soo. Her friend is upset that her father is forcing her to go on yet another blind date and she doesn't even know who is set her up with this time. She persuades Harry to go on the date for her and scare the new suitor off. They've done the same in the past, but this time Young-soo will pay her. So Harry dresses up to get coffee with the blind date. It shocks her to discover that she is dating none other than the president of her own company. She does everything to put him off, but Temu doesn't seem to care. Still, she's fairly convinced that she's intimidated him sufficiently by the end of the date. She tells Young-soo of her success and they celebrate with karaoke. But Temu has different ideas. To avoid dates with 20 other women, he decides to marry Young-soo. When Young-soo finds out, she implores Harry to clean up with this mess. The next day, Harry runs into Temu and Dagu at GoFood. She keeps her back turned at all the times, but Temu catches sight of her ID and learns her name. He doesn't realize that she was the woman posing as Young-soo, but he does recognize her name. Harry was the employee responsible for bucket list fish, a proposal he really admired. Later, Sang-ho runs into Young-soo at the supermarket. They don't find out each other's identities, but they do experience a moment of connection. Harry agrees to go on one more date on Young-soo's behalf. She tells Temu that she refuses to marry him. How could she marry someone she doesn't even know? He proposes they go on 10 dates so that they can get to know each other before she makes a decision. She still rejects him. When she goes to leave, she nearly runs into her crush Min-woo. She panics. He can't see her just as a socialite. So the episode ends with Harry getting into a nearest car and coming face to face with a man she just refused, Temu. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and share for more videos like this.